Welcome to Vicky Whispers, your serene space for peaceful evenings and the best sleep time. Here you will find sleep stories and bedtime stories crafted to help you relax, unwind, and drift into deep sleep. Before we begin tonight's journey, take a moment to get cozy. Find a comfortable position, whether you're lying in bed, snuggled under a blanket, or resting in your favorite chair. Let your body sink into comfort as you prepare for a night of sleep and relaxation. Now, take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it gently and slowly release through your mouth. Feel the tension melt away as you get sleepy, your body softening with each exhale. Let go of the today's weight and give yourself permission to relax completely. Close your eyes or let them rest softly. With each word of this bedtime story, you'll feel yourself getting sleepy fast, your mind quieting, and your body preparing for deep, restorative sleep. This is your time to unwind, your sanctuary for calm and relaxation. Let my voice guide you as we embark on a soothing journey together. Allow the words to carry you closer to serenity, to the best sleep time you've ever had. Now, let's begin. The Wolf and the 7 Little Kids by Grimm Brothers, modified and read by Viktor Hejna. In a peaceful village nested at the edge of an ancient forest, there lived a wise and devoted mother goat with her 7 little kids. The kids were lively and full of curiosity, each with their distinct personality, but all shared an unbreakable bond with their mother. She loved them fiercely and worked tirelessly to keep them safe and well fed. The mother goat often warned her children about the dangers lurking in the forest, especially the cunning wolf that prowled the area. The wolf is sly and relentless, she would say, but he cannot fool you if you pay attention. Listen to his voice. It is rough and grating. And look at his paws. They are dark and coarse. Promise me that you will never let him in. Her warnings stemmed from painful experience. The wolf had been a menace to the forest for years, deceiving animals and devouring them without mercy. His cunning knew no bounds, and the goat knew he would stop at nothing to satisfy his hunger. One bright morning, as sunlight filtered through the forest canopy, the mother goat prepared to leave for the day. Supplies were running low, and she needed to gather food from the lush meadows beyond the woods. Before she left, she gathered her kids around her. "My darlings," she began, her voice firm but loving, "I must venture into the forest for food. While I'm gone, keep the door locked and do not open it for anyone unless you are absolutely certain it is me. Remember, the wolf will try to trick you. His voice is rough and his paws are dark. Look and listen carefully." The eldest kid, who often took charge in her absence, nodded. "We'll be careful, Mother. Don't worry." Reassured, the mother goat kissed each of her children goodbye and set off into the forest, her heart heavy with concern but also pride in her little ones' resolve. No sooner had the mother goat disappeared into the trees than the wolf emerged from his hiding spot nearby. He had overheard her parting words and licked his lips in anticipation. 7 little kids, he murmured to himself, and no mother to protect them. This will be a feast to remember. The wolf approached the goat's house and knocked on the sturdy wooden door. "Open the door, my sweet children," he called, doing his best to mimic the mother goat's voice. "It's your mother, and I've brought treats for each of you." But the kids were no fools. They recognized the roughness in his voice and cried out, "You're not our mother. Your voice is rough and harsh, not soft and kind. Go away, wolf." Frustrated but undeterred, the wolf slunk off to a nearby chalk merchant. "I need to soften my voice," he thought. He bought a large piece of chalk and chewed it until his voice was smooth and high-pitched. Pleased with his transformation, he returned to the goat's house. This time, his voice was much closer to the mother goat's. "Open the door, my dear children," he cooed. "Your mother has returned with delicious treats for all of you." The kids were momentarily unsure, but the youngest, who was sharp-eyed, noticed his dark paws through a crack in the door. "Show us your paws," the little one cried. "Our mother does not have black feet like yours." Realizing his mistake, the wolf growled under his breath and stormed away. He hatched a new plan and visited a baker. "I've hurt my paws," he lied. "Could you cover them in dough for me?" The kind baker agreed, but when the wolf left, he realized something felt off. "That wolf is up to no good," he muttered. The wolf then went to the miller. "Sprinkle white flour over my paws," he demanded. The miller hesitated, sensing the wolf's true intentions. But when the wolf snarled a threat, the miller complied, fearing for his life. Now, with paws as white as snow and a softened voice, the wolf returned to the goat's house, confident in his disguise. Knocking on the door once more, the wolf called out sweetly, "Open the door, my darlings. Your mother is here, and I've brought you lovely treats from the meadow." The kids hesitated. "Show us your paws," the eldest demanded. The wolf slipped a paw through the window, and this time it was white and clean. Convinced, the kids unlocked the door. No sooner had the door swung open than the wolf burst inside, his disguise dropping instantly. His yellow eyes glinted with hunger, and he snarled, "Now I've got you." Panic erupted in the tiny house. The kids scattered, each trying to find a hiding spot. One dove under the table, another into the oven, a third into the cupboard. Others hid beneath the bed, behind the curtains, and even in a large cooking pot. The youngest, however, managed to squeeze into the tall grandfather clock, pulling the door shut behind him. The wolf searched the house with ruthless efficiency, finding and swallowing each kid whole. Being too greedy to chew, he gulped them down one by one. Only the youngest, hidden in the clock, escaped his notice. Satisfied and full, the wolf lumbered off to a sunny meadow, where he lay down under a tree and fell into a deep, snoring sleep. When the mother goat returned home, her heart sank at the sight of the overturned furniture, broken dishes, and eerie silence. Frantically, she called out to her children, but only the youngest answered, his small voice trembling from within the clock. The mother goat freed her youngest and listened in horror as he recounted the wolf's attack. Determined to save her another children, she grabbed a pair of scissors, a needle, and thread, and set off with her youngest to find the wolf. In the meadow, they found him snoring loudly under the tree. The mother goat carefully approached and noticed his distended belly moving slightly. "They're still alive," she whispered. "The wolf swallowed them whole." She swiftly cut open the wolf's stomach. One by one, the 6 kids tumbled out, shaken but unharmed. Overjoyed, they embraced their mother. But the mother goat was not finished. "Quickly gather heavy stones," she instructed. The kids worked together to fill the wolf's stomach with rocks. Once it was full, she sewed him back up with expert precision. When the wolf awoke, he felt an unbearable thirst. He staggered to a nearby well, the weight of the stones making every step a struggle. As he leaned over to drink, the stones shifted, pulling him forward. With a final howl, the wolf tumbled into the well and drowned. The kids and their mother, watching from a safe distance, erupted in cheers. "The wolf is dead," they cried, dancing around the well in joyous relief. From that day forward, the goat and her 7 kids lived happily and safely, their bond stronger than ever. And though the forest still held dangers, they knew that together they could face anything.